is Palisa Kotlisa Chemani, and this is KC Uncomfortable Conversations. So today on KC Uncomfortable Conversations, we're talking my take on relationships. This is a hot one. And I know a lot of you have been waiting to hear what do I have to say about relationships, because I've raised some controversial things on social media by saying cheating doesn't exist and I am a polygamist and da-di-da-di-da. Well, we unpack that today. I love relationships. I love love. Look, we are all interconnected, whether we love it or not. People that are in relationships half the time wants to get out. People that are not in relationships half the time wants to get into relationship. So it's a tricky one. There's mixture of feelings when it comes to relationships because a lot of us have been brokenhearted. And I know why. It's because the concept of love that has been sold to us is a total lie. Well, that's my opinion and that's my truth. Look, when I was growing up, I was told love is unconditional. I was told love does not end. I was told it's together forever. What are those words again? Till death do us apart. And I can safely say that a lot of us did not experience that when it comes to love. So what exactly is this love? What exactly are relationships? Exactly that. It's for us to get together and experience each other. Just like anything else, love has an expiry date. We all know that we are all passing in this lifetime. We all have an expiry date. So why would we think that relationships can last forever? Some do, but it comes with a lot of sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice for this love? Some people are not willing to sacrifice. And I always say, it's okay if you sacrifice for love, but it's not stealing your joy. But if it's stealing your joy, then you shouldn't. So my take on relationships is that we are here to experience each other. Are we going to experience one person at a time? I beg to differ. The universe is too big for that. So sometimes you are forced to experience two people at the same time. Well, we've given it a name when that happens. We call it cheating. And that's why I say I don't believe in cheating. Not that I entertain the concept of cheating, but all I'm saying is that when two people come together, they should have an honest conversation about how they view relationships, how they resonate with relationships. And if that happens, I think we can have healthy, happy relationships. With all that said, relationships aren't as difficult as we make them to be. It's what we've been taught. So all I'm saying is unlearn everything that you've been taught about love and relationship. Then start defining your own love. Find your own love. I said to my brother the other day, I think the problem with the word love is we don't even know where it comes from. We don't know the source. I think somebody got this feeling and this experience. They gave it a name. They called it love. Then they gave it color. They said it's red. How about you change all of that and say, what is love to you? If you can, give it a name. If you can, also give it a color. When I send out hearts on social media, I send a green heart. And once somebody asked me, why do you like sending green hearts? And I said, to me, love is nature. Because nature is free. Nature does what it wants, when it wants. It's not controlled by the people around it. If it's time for the leaves to be green, they just become green. And if it's time for the leaves to be brown and fall off, they do exactly that. So all I'm saying is, do not limit yourself when it comes to love. And do not listen to what people say about love. Love should come from within. Love should come from you. And you should command this love and say, what kind of love do you want? There's one experience that I would love to share that changed my view on love. And it was a love story with a guy younger than me. And I remember 5 years prior to that, I had sworn to myself that I would never date a young guy. But this man came into my life and changed who I am and changed the way that I view love. One of the words that I remember that he said to me was, do not define love when you are in an experience with someone. And number two, never box it into anything. And do not name your partner with all these names that everybody uses. Because once you do that, then your expectation is that your love should go the same way as other people. So find that special thing that makes your love with that person. I've been with people in my life that I've said I love. They left, but somehow never left. They could still love me from a distance. But if my current partner were to find out about that, they would say I'm cheating. Once again, what is cheating? Well, I don't want to unpack that too much by myself. I have an amazing friend coming through to unpack cheating and polygamy. And I know most of my friends, that's what you've been waiting for. Hey, my darling. Thank you so much for coming. And you start off by laughing.
Thank you very much for inviting me. It's always exciting.
Yeah, because you know it's a hot one.
And it's
I'm putting you on a tight spot. Bona Busi, you know we're talking relationships.
Yeah.
I've done my take. I've said it all. I don't think I've said it all. Because for me, relationships is like religion. You can't put it in a book. But what's your take?
Oh, wow. I'm a lover. I'm a softie. I'm a romantic person. I believe in romance a lot. But I also am aware of the realities of a relationship. But I make the best of them, and I have a different outlook, I feel, to most people regarding relationships. Where do I start? Previous relationships, I've never really had a relationship that ends on a sour note.
Never?
Never. I'm gonna say never. I believe that it's also about what you do with the experience. So for me, it was not a bad experience. In each relationship, I've learned that there is something that I've taken from it, something that I've learned. There's different characters that we date. So we really can't, you're right, we really can't box relationships because we date different people. And we become different people with every relationship that comes.
Yeah, you're such a lover. I can see it in your face. Like when you talk love, it gives you goosebumps and it gives you a feeling that you can't explain.
And it's rare for a single person. I am single.
Oh my word. Are you?
I am single. As long as I'm not married, I'm single. I'm dating. I'm currently dating. Meaning that when you're dating, you're open to seeing different people, experiencing different people. A lot of people would think that if you are with one person, then you can't experience other people because then that would be cheating. Unfortunately, I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe there is such a thing because cheating means that while you are in the game, you do something that should not be done.
Can I put you on a tight spot though? So I hear what you're saying. While you are dating, you are allowed to experience other people outside of that one particular relationship. Do you then tell your partner to say, look, this is where I am at? Or you just do it and what they don't know won't hurt them?
Because there's nothing wrong with it, it shouldn't even hurt. Okay. Usually cheating hurts because we have the idea of entitlement. We are entitled to this person. So when we do something outside the relationship, we feel that it should hurt them. But if we release and we are aware that another person is allowed to live their life while they are with you, it becomes better. I mean, how do you hate someone for choosing to experience someone else in their own lifetime?
Right.
You know, I just believe that it should not come with deceit. It should not come with being vicious. It should come from a peaceful place. If you have promised me that I will be with you forever, that is your problem.
Right.
That is your problem, honestly. We make promises and that's what causes the hurt. That's what causes the feeling of betrayal. We don't own anybody. When I fight with you, it's about which I feel that's what starts the contradictions. Mutwaka is very wrong.
Yeah.
It is the sense of entitlement that we speak about. So I'm really not keen on such things, because also this cheating word causes violence.
Yeah.
Once umuntu uzwa bathi ngishithelo, it's either the man will beat up the woman, or the woman ends up bewitching the other girl that came into this man's life. So as soon as something births into efana nale, where somebody's life could be in danger, then we need to look at it in a different mindset as human beings. We talk about it in politics, which apartheid created anger, it created, and we wanted away with it.
Yeah.
We need to get away with the word cheating, because that is what is causing our problems angaga. But if we allow ourselves to be and we find happiness in exploring, we can't experience one person in our lifetime. You know, someone said to me, there's a friend of mine that I have who married her first boyfriend.
Yeah.
That first boyfriend broke her virginity, and I said, yo, that is like asking a blind person to choose their favorite porn.
Exactly. They don't have anything else to compare to.
How do you know good chicken is your favorite and you haven't had beef?
Just saying. I like the sound of that, but I want to take you back. So what are you saying? Are you saying when people come together, they should have an honest conversation to say, this is how I view a relationship. I'm giving you the go ahead to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Or should we just flow? How does it work?
I feel like when you date someone, that's what I think dating is. When you date someone, you need to hint, see how they react back. For some of us, we are strong enough to sit someone down and say to them, all right, this is who I am.
Yeah.
And honesty saves time. It saves senseless and meaningless relationships.
Yes.
It saves senseless and meaningless sexual interactions.
Yeah.
And I say to you, right, I'm a polygamist.
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
And yes, I am. Yes, thank you. I got us some water. I know you love to start your day off with
please.
water.
I'm talking too much, so my voice does need that.
Thank you so much, Mphoentle. Thank you so much.
Oh, asibonge Ken.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So you are a polygamist and I am a polygamist.
Hence, maybe cheating doesn't make, we can't make such a big deal out of it. Polygamy, for me, it doesn't even start with these types of conversations. Let's try looking at polygamy as people who can afford to have a stay-in helper.
Right.
Friend,
interesting.
Siyavuma.
Yeah.
Omunye umuntu wesifazane angene emzini wakho.
Right.
To come and help you to raise your children. To come and help you to clean up after you.
Wow.
Yourself and your household. This woman is there.
She's playing the role of a second partner. Just that agatoli lamanyama benefits.
Kotlisa, she is decreasing arguments that can take place in a marriage or a household. The stupid arguments that can start from this woman is there. Chances of you and your husband ever having those conversations about uklapa or you being exhausted in Tambama and you don't have time to take care of your husband. This woman is bringing some peace.
This woman brings balance.
Okay,
so she might as well get the extra benefits.
She's finding another mother at home.
Right. So in a way, we are all in unspoken polygamous relationship. I think the ladies are going to hate us for this one.
In a way, we have that.
Yeah.
We talk to our children's teachers to find out, because at some point this woman is having a relationship with Umntwana, she is able to call you to say, you see, if we can look at polygamy in that sense, of a helper. And it's not, I don't believe good helpers put in the effort that they put in because there's money involved.
Yeah.
umphatha kanjani? How much respect do you have for someone like that?
Yeah.
And it's funny that these women that have helpers endlini will never give the helper iskhiya semoto yakhe. You trust this woman with your child's life,
But you won't trust
Something
them
that's
with
not
material. Oh
replaceable.
my goodness, Busi.
Uyangithola. So when it is polygamy, she gets more than a treatment of an employee. Asishadeni.
Kube mnandi ke la. But
Asishadeni.
can I ask you something? What shaped you to say polygamy is the way? Because 80% of women say monogamy is the way. But in reality, when we look at it, it's not working. It hasn't worked for me. And when I look back at my life, my first boyfriend, I shared him for 4 years. My second boyfriend, there was an unspoken girl. My third, there was an unspoken. There was always some girl. The reason why my relationship lasted for so long is because it didn't bother me. All I looked at is, does he respect me? How am I finding out? Am I finding out by default? And it wouldn't bother me. So that shaped me into saying, lento lena ngiyayithanda, and it looks nice. I love the idea of being in a relationship, but I also don't like it. So for me, polygamy gives me the taste of both worlds. I can still be in a partnership, but I can also have my freedom. I can send a WhatsApp and say, ladies, you off namhlanje.
Yeah.
Carry on and make sure our king is okay. But what shaped you?
I think first, having my first child. When I realized ukuthi I was not able to do things on my own, and I needed ugogo to come in. The problem was that I wished to get that help, but
In-house.
phakathi endlini.
Okay.
When my child left to go and stay with the grandparents, I knew ukuthi he was receiving the best love from another female. And I was like, wait, they were right, Mabati, it takes a nation
To raise a
child.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with another woman caring enough and having the same the motive behind that, and the vision. We had the same vision for this one person.
Right.
And I was like, hold up. If I had to have a man, because on a Tuesday there's someone waking up next to me and he's breathing. What if I really don't want
Yeah.
that? You know, I do want a relationship, but everybody needs a break. And when you're in a relationship with one, a person doesn't understand when you are quiet. There's always the thing of, what have I done wrong, baby? What?
Yeah.
So I was like, wait, when there's someone else, I reload.
Yeah. Which they are. I agree.
But you know, there's always that help that you will always need.
Yeah.
And even from creation that we read about, even the creator himself was like, I'm gonna need help with this person. Hence, I'm literally a helper.
Exactly.
You know, a man needs so much more than what we women need. We are birthed originally, naturally, to nurture, care, consider.
Yeah.
They don't. So I felt good to wait a minute. If I was to have a queen in my life whose vision was the same as mine.
Yeah.
Because that's what polygamy has to come to. The Iloni foundation must be the same.
Yes.
The vision must be the same. If we both love this king, if we both think of him as the world, imagine umhlaba nje waleyo ndoda leyo.
Yeah.
Can you just imagine it? Because men are beautiful.
Yeah.
Men are.
I love our kings.
Oh.
But
Yes,
something just came to mind though while I'm listening to you. There could be a feminist watching this and listening to us. And she's gonna say, but wait up, why does it seem like the man is important? What about a woman? It's almost like we are idolizing this king.
And it's fine. Hi Gabi, it's fine. If you feel ukuthi uthanda umsebenzi wakho where you are working 9 to 5, why is it okay if someone else feels good? You are idolizing a job and money, and you'd rather help some white man become a millionaire, but you won't support your own husband. It's preference.
Okay.
Polygamy is preference.
Yeah.
Polygamy is not a threesome.
Yes.
Right? Polygamy includes a spouse.
Yeah.
So the definition of polygamy on its own is that the meaning is having more than one spouse.
Yeah, right. Whether be it female or
Yeah.
male.
So
Right.
that is polygamy.
Yes.
But then there is polygamy.
Yes.
Polygamy is a man with more than one wife.
Which is what you and I are.
Yes.
Right.
We believe in polygamy.
Yes.
And then polyandry is a woman having more than one husband.
Yes.
You know, it's funny because now that there's intersexual relationships, I wonder Uguti, if the woman has a wife
Yeah.
and a husband.
Yeah.
Maybe, I wonder what that would be called. That would be interesting.
Very interesting.
But yeah, polyandry is a woman having more than one spouse.
And then
mainly
there's
a
this
man.
other one that I don't like. What is it called? I don't like that one. That's not for me.
That should, if I'm not mistaken, that is called
Polyamory.
polyamory.
Yes,
Right.
that one. Yeah.
Polyamory is having multiple sexual relations, but with all parties aware.
Consent. Okay.
Consent should be given to all parties. They should all be aware of the fact that there is someone else having sexual relations with the person that they are having sexual relations with. So that one is called polyamory.
Yeah.
Polyamory.
So then it really highlights the fact that you're saying it's a preference. We are not imposing it on anybody.
Every single choice that people make is. I wonder why we always bashing on decisions and choices that are made. It is a preference.
Yeah.
Polygamy is a preference.
Yeah.
No one is forcing anybody. It's like now saying that straight relationships are no longer a force. Gay relationships, it's a preference yomuntu. And we should just learn to embrace, what do you say? Embrace, adjust,
And
what's it?
accept.
And
Yes.
accept.
Yeah.
We are adults. Everybody is well within their rights to choose the type of lifestyle that they want. It is a lifestyle, it is a beautiful one. It really does depend on how people treat it, what the motives are behind it.
Yes.
Unabantu who enter into polygamy because bangasenama options.
Yeah.
Someone would say, no, here sengimdala.
Yeah.
You know, I would rather enter into this than having the shame of being unmarried. Because as a society, they take you seriously most of the time you are married.
Because also, sorry to just jump in, I wouldn't also want to entertain the idea of going in it because you feel like ufeletse. Because then how to it should be something it should be something that you really want.
And another reason I would that would be a preference for me is, should I marry a man that still desires to have children in a marriage? I can't.
Yeah.
I can't have children anymore. So it would be lovely to have a queen in my home who can bear children for our husband.
Yeah.
You know, his wishes should be able to. And like we said before, it is also for kings that are deserving.
Yes, of course.
It is also for kings that are well deserving of such, because this is a gift. When we say we are going in it, what do you say? You say, but I would like to gift my husband with that option.
Yeah.
It really is a gift.
Wow, it was so nice to get into the brains of another woman and the desire of another woman, because a lot of the time when I'm sitting by myself, I'm thinking there's something wrong with me, there's something wrong with the way I view life, and I'm not normal. And to a point where I've realized that also our kings are uncomfortable when it's a woman saying, Baba nyaifuna lento, because we are so used to it being requested by the male that the males themselves can't handle the fact that there are women like us who say, I want you to take a second wife. Because for me, Busi, it's not even I can make a different decision. Angifuni a monogamous relationship, it's not working for me. So when I get a king, I'm going to say to that king, Baba, get another woman. Look, okay, that one is when, let's say we start off together in a relationship, it's me and my partner, and for some weird reason I find him cheating, so they call it. I'm gonna just say, Baba, ubusi uyangena noma, yeah, no, uyadlula, or are you gonna add her on later uyenzani? And he's got a right to say, Mama ngisamzama, taste, I'll let you know. And I am okay with it. Honestly, I am. I think it's a beautiful thing.
And we don't have to take it as aganglonip.
No.
Another person's actions have nothing to do with you.
We take it to
We say that when it comes to abuse. We say that when it comes to these women are gold diggers. Why must a man take care of her? And we are right. It has nothing to do
with you.
Yeah. Umuntu.
Yeah.
Mbuzi ukuthi, so this decision that you've decided to take, is it who you are?
Yes.
Is it something you're trying? Should I adjust to it?
Yeah.
Or because we also adjust. Now I'm a daughter right now entering into relationships with queens like us.
Yeah.
Well, they have to adjust. I know Gutimina for the guy, it was not easy.
Yeah.
And I respected the fact that, and in our trials, but can we learn to put relationships on trials?
Yes.
I've been honest, I've been upfront in my previous relationship to say to a guy, okay, I see what you want. Let's have this conversation again 3 months from now.
Yeah.
3 months from now. Why not?
Yeah.
Come back and say, Guti, is it working? Is it not? Because like we said earlier, Guti, honesty saves time, senseless relationships, and meaningless sexual interactions. 3 months later, I sat down with the guy 3 months later and I said, do you see yourself being in sharing a life with me as a forever? And as soon as he but I could see, and I said to him, listen, we can end this experience here. But another thing that we've learned, why do we end our experiences with people we love? Because of the decisions that they've made or the choices that they've made to experience other people. You said to me the other day, Guti, you can't conclude an experience that you had no control over from the onset.
It was set on your part. It came to you. So why do you think you've got the power to end it? We don't choose what happens to us. Even nalabantu experience, we don't choose them. They come to us.
And when we're forced to conclude these experiences, we find ourselves going back to the same person 2 years later.
Yeah. Because that experience was not over, where now you took the decision to end something that you have no power over.
And something else that defining what we have.
Yeah.
Hence, I say, Gutimina, I'm single. I've learned not to define the relationship that I'm in because it can change. Things change. And when we put names on things, that's when we start putting feelings on them.
Because I wanted to say, for as long as I can remember, and this is what got me crazy when it comes to relationship, is that I would be in a stable, beautiful relationship, but I would find that there is somebody else who never leaves. And amantombazana, they know these things. There is that guy who see that just never leaves you. I even had a guy who said to me, I will let you leave, but I will never leave you. So, and when you look at impilo yakho, it's working. This person shows up at the right time, plays a certain role at the right time. When it's time for them to leave, they leave. When it's time for them to come back, they come back. But impilo, it's balanced.
Yeah.
But we are scared to have these conversations because we are scared, especially as women, that we're going to be labeled. I don't even want to say those words on my channel.
Yeah, from one. And honestly,
and
if something doesn't
it.
work for you, if something
Really?
doesn't work for you, we are well within our rights to leave.
Exactly. So we need to have those uncomfortable conversations, and I think that's what got me inspired to start this channel, to say, Singabantu, we are having surface talks, and I am tired of surface talks, because surface talks means we are not growing. Surface talks means we are not evolving. We cannot want to live the same way that our parents lived back in the days. Times have changed. Look at our children. They are born conscious. That's why it's ama 2000, but if you look at them, it's because they are a different, I don't know, genre, if I can call it that.
Backfiring of entitlement. This entitlement thing, post umuntu's profile picture.
Yeah.
When I will never leave you leaves.
Yeah.
You can't even get assistance from other people. They're like,
And
because you've shown ownership.
Yeah.
You've shown ownership. So it does somehow backfire now and again.
Yeah.
Allow things.
Yeah.
We're not saying Guti having multiple boyfriends or partners.
It's okay.
Unomntu ozokutshela about ansabu kugula, ansabi in. Let me put it this way.
Yeah.
If you know Guti, you're going to have this as your lifestyle, it's for responsible people.
Yeah.
Responsible also meaning that you are responsible with another person's feelings.
Yes.
I think that's also what we need to come to terms with when it comes to the preference of polygamy.
Yeah.
Don't go into it when you're not mature.
Yeah.
There's people's feelings involved.
Yeah.
You don't want to be mean. You don't want to go and be abusive because now you feel Guti having two women gives you power. I need power.
Yeah.
It's giving you gifts.
Yeah.
Having a woman in Yako, it's a gift. Why won't you want two gifts?
That's why they say a woman turns a house into a home. I am so glad that we had this conversation. I don't think I would have done justice on it by myself. And for me, it's because I've been having internal turmoil whenever I would try and think about this conversation. And when I realized that you and I are somehow cut from the same cloth, I was like, can I show the world that there are women like us? And for some reason, polygamy, it's associated with, it's women that have given up. It's women that are not out there. You know,
and we slay in polygamy.
Exactly, and women can, and it's every woman's right to decide this is what I want without thinking about Tubazoti.
And my question, I think Uguti, the viewers, probably one or two is asking the question, so would you be in a polygamous marriage or relationship with me? Would I be in a polygamous relationship with you? Angazi does, I think it's character.
It's more character than anything.
And reasons
if
as well,
two
I guess.
women can get along, it's a winner. It's a given. If we can work as a team, it's a smooth ride. It's really a smooth ride.
Are you saying you would share a husband with me?
I think to a certain degree, yes, because I also think you would take care of our king better than I would.
You're the fun one.
Yeah.
And which man wouldn't want the best of both worlds?
Exactly.
You know, go to the house, she's very domesticated.
Yeah.
And when I want
the fun, outgoing, the adventurous one, no, I'm a bungee jumping, that's me. I am so glad that you put yourself out there. I appreciate you for that. And just so everybody knows, BUSISIWE is a good friend of mine. We are friends. We met in a very special way. BUSISIWE unpack one day. Yeah, it's one of those. It's got to do with relationships.
I see you again.
But thank you so much, BUSISIWE. And just to wrap it up, what message do you have for a woman that's sitting out there and is saying, I don't want love. I'm over love. I've been bashed. I've been brokenhearted. I can't do this anymore. And I know you've gone through a lot when it comes to relationships. One day we will unpack the kind of abuse that you've gone through. But right now, what do you say to that woman? Please look at that woman and tell them.
Personally, I would say, Uti, treat every experience as a passing experience. Treat a situation just as that. It came and it left. I once asked the question, Uti, a young girl once had a dream to travel the world, to have a mansion, to have a sports car, and to have loads of money, shop in Paris, shop in Italy. And this young girl one day got raped. She told her story, and her story took her on international stages. Her story made her millions, and she could have her mansion, and she could have her car, and she could shop in Paris. Do we then still call her rape a bad experience? So we don't conclude the experiences, and we don't let them define our next steps. It doesn't matter what abuse you've been through. It doesn't matter how much heartbreak. There's so many more kings out there. Experience them fearlessly without worrying about abantu bazothini. I love, my heart is beautiful, my heart is big enough to let go, move on, love again, because I have the desire to experience as much love as I can. I cannot, you cannot waste time, your life, your breath, holding on to the past and what hurt. Move on. There is so much to do. There is so much to do. Focus on giving more than receiving. If you're loved back, it's a bonus.
Wow. My goodness, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much.
The song in the background, can you hear it?
What is the song in the background?
As we slept the night
Oh my gosh, that's another topic for another day. And every woman, by the way, knows that song from the beginning to the end. As We Lay by what's Kelly Price.
Yes.
That's
As
a
We
beautiful
Lay.
song. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And my last words, also to that woman that's saying they cannot love, they've been broken, they've been bashed, they can't do this anymore. I want to say it starts with you. Love yourself first. The love that you give yourself, you're going to receive it multiplied. But also look at your past relationships as a bowl of passing experiences, because that's exactly what life is about. Nothing is permanent. Everything has an expiry date. And I know a lot of people think I'm insensitive when I say this. Even your own mother that gives birth to you leaves you at some point and passes on to another lifetime, and you are left to maneuver this life by yourself. It is exactly that, a mystery. Do not try and figure life out. One day at a time, just go with the flow. It's a beautiful one. And each and every person that is set on your path, experience them for the time that the universe has given you. And when it comes to an end, gracefully say goodbye and move on to the next thing. Love, and love will love you back. From KC Uncomfortable Conversations and from my beautiful friend BUSISIWE, we'd like to say thank you so much.